Alright, good morning YouTube. So it's the next day and just wanted to go over a little bit what happened last night. Nothing too crazy. I just had 2 beers, but I for sure overate. So I'm gonna kind of, I guess, count it as a refeed day. I have no choice but to. And the damage is pretty much done. I had like 6 tacos, 1 pork, 4 chicken, and 1 fish taco. It ended up being fried fish. But either way, I had a good time with my friends. When things like this happen, guys, and when you're on a diet, the best thing you can do is just forget that it happened and keep moving forward. Because if you decide to crash diet or decide to eat much less calories throughout the week, it'll just be an endless cycle. You'll get frustrated, you'll get cranky, you'll get way too hungry, and then you'll go back to binge eating. The reason why you get hungry is because it wants to survive. So it's natural for the body to react that way. So if you put your body in that position, it really depends on willpower, but it's almost inevitable that you'll end up binge eating and just make everything worse, and it'll be an endless cycle of you binge eating and then starving yourself and binging and then you pretty much develop an eating disorder. So you don't want that. What I did, I just told myself, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna have a good time with my friends. I've dropped 2 pounds, so I'm just gonna enjoy this food, enjoy these drinks, and have a good time. And that's the way it should be, guys. You shouldn't let your diet control you. I woke up just about 1 pound heavier, which is most likely just water weight. Maybe even by tomorrow I'll drop that pound. Today's push day. As far as all my other movements, like my legs and my back, I've been getting a lot stronger, but when it comes to my chest and triceps, I've been getting a lot weaker. I've been able to maintain my strength on the lower reps, but when it comes to the higher reps, I can't hit the same weight that I did before. Either way, guys, see you guys in the gym. I'm gonna go have some overnight oats that I made yesterday, and I'm gonna show you some raw clips of the gym. Alright. So what's up, guys? Right here I'm showing you my first set of 4 with 235, and on this day I hit a bench PR. And it's crazy because during my cut I was getting a lot stronger with the lower reps, but the higher reps they were much harder to progress in, and it makes sense just because I was so depleted in carbs. And right here I'm just showing you a clip of my brother. This day I trained with my brother, and really trying to focus, having him be very consistent with his bar path, and just making sure his shoulder blades are back and down, and he's using his legs during the press, which is very important in order to push more weight. Obviously, when you're using your legs, you still want to make sure you keep your glutes down on the bench. Right here, as you can see, I like benching with squat shoes. That allows me to bring my feet further back, which further increases the arch and just puts my shoulders in a more stable position. And that was my last set of 235. The weight moved really good. I could have easily added another like 5 pounds. But right here I'm doing dumbbell overhead press. I like to do anywhere from 5 to 7 sets, just because I don't really train shoulders. I don't really have a separate day for shoulders, so I train shoulders when I train my push days. I like training all the pushing muscles. And on this day I also hit a PR on dumbbells, and I was pretty much hitting PRs on every lift this day just because I ate so much the day before. So it's pretty amazing what food can do. It not only helps with satiety and level out your leptin levels, but
it can help you perform better and come back stronger the next day. Right here, we're just doing dips, weighted dips. It's pretty interesting. As I started losing weight, all my body weight movements got exponentially stronger. Obviously there were some days I wasn't as strong, but for the most part throughout my whole cutting phase, my strength in the dips and pull-ups increased exponentially. And right here, this is a giant set. I started off with cable chest flies, really trying to engage my upper chest, keeping my elbows up. And the most important thing for flies is that you get a nice stretch, you feel the stretch, and you feel the contraction. And same thing with press downs. You want to make sure you get a nice contraction of your tricep and bringing your palms pretty much up to your nipple line and pressing straight down. And for lateral raises, it's very important that you keep your palms facing behind you and go up to shoulder height and point your pinkies up. My brother does a better job of doing this, but it's very important that you point your palms facing behind you. And right here, after that, we moved into tricep extensions. Keep in mind that we did all these 4 exercises sequentially for 4 sets of anywhere from 8 to 15 reps. And right here, guys, I'm just showing you a physique update, and it's crazy how your muscles fill up after eating tons of food. So if you saw my previous video, I looked much more depleted and much skinnier and flat, but right here, after a night of pretty much eating tons of tacos and a lot of carbs, my muscles filled up and I look a lot bigger compared to my last video. So if you do overeat, don't stress it out. Just know that your muscles are probably just gonna fill up from being depleted from carbs, and you're gonna feel a lot better and come back stronger. What's going on, guys? So I'm back home from the gym and I had some Chipotle before coming here, and that pretty much took goddamn half of my calories. But nonetheless, I'm still on track. I still have macros left for the day. I kind of planned out all the food that I'm gonna eat for the rest of the day, just so I won't stress out towards the end of the day. But right now, what I'm about to do is make this right here. This Blondie brownie mix, do it yourself from Eat Me Guilt Free. And guys, the macros are amazing. So for each slice of these brownies, it's 22 grams of protein, 7 grams of carbs, 5 fat. And it makes, I think, let it focus, yeah, it makes 12 per container. I made them for Mother's Day. I actually made regular brownies for my mom for Mother's Day, but this is the Blondie brownie, so it should taste amazing. Right now I'm preheating the oven. It says to preheat it to 275, and here in the microwave I melted about 60 grams of coconut oil. So I have to weigh out 240 grams of liquid egg whites. So I'm gonna do that now and then mix everything up in here. Right here. Okay. 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, which is about 8 ounces. 8.3, close enough. 240 grams of liquid egg whites. So 254. I put a little bit too much, but that's fine. So what we're gonna do now is just mix this up a little bit. Just give it a quick stir. Got the batter right here. Just gonna pour this in. Bam. As this cools down a little bit, I'm just gonna mix this up. When I mixed all the wet ingredients, the coconut oil started clumping up, and I couldn't microwave it again because then the egg whites would cook. Now goes in the oil. Boom. Boom, right there. Look at that, guys. So I just took it out of the oven. I'm gonna let it cool for about 30 minutes, and I may or may not have a piece later today. I have 0 grams of everything left, but I might just take out a little bit of some ground turkey and sweet potato just to have a couple of slices of that. But it's so good. Yeah. Couldn't help myself. So next I'm gonna have 200 grams of cantaloupe, and then so I'm just gonna literally pick out until this hits 200 grams. So 196 is good enough. If I get more, I'll go over 200. So guys, my next meal right here, 150 grams of refried beans, 175 grams of lean ground beef cooked, and about 15 grams of Mexican style 4 cheese right here. So what I'm going to do is add some of this paste picante hot sauce. Boom. So the macros for this, it's about 2 carbs for like 2 tablespoons. So I'm not really going to track it. I'm not going to stress it out that much. 21 grams of carbs, 16 fat, and 63 protein. Eating more vegetables and more grains and fruits, especially fibrous foods like cantaloupe and berries. If you just eat like Twinkies and ice cream, you're not going to be full, so most likely you'll end up cheating your diet. So guys, I just finished eating this meal right here, and I feel like I'm on a good pace. It's 8:18, and I still have another meal left. So, and I'm pretty full right now, which is good. So what I might do is either cut that meal short just to kind of take advantage of a little extra caloric deficit, which is not always a good idea. The macros that you set for yourself, or that whoever it may be sets it for you, your diet coach, you want to think of them as targets, because eating too much of one certain macronutrients is just as bad as eating too little. But again, since I'm about 2 weeks out, I wouldn't mind eating a little extra less carbs. I already have everything tracked, which is the best way to go about this, about tracking your macros. Track everything the night before, whether you're going to work or wherever it may be. Just prepare the meals based off of the measurements and the meals that you put in the day before. I always tend to do that, but I adjust as I go. There may be times I may not want a certain meal, or I want a little bit more carbs for something else, so I take out carbs from one of the meals that I prepped in order to eat like a rice cake or one of those brownies. So real quick guys, just show you what my last meal. I have ground turkey and 250 grams of sweet potato. Just so you guys know how I make my sweet potato, I bake it and then I mash it, and I like to mash it because it makes it a lot easier to weigh. So the rest of this ground turkey, I'm just gonna weigh it out and put it into a Tupperware. So what I usually do when I have a little bit of ground turkey left, I input it on MyFitnessPal for the next day, and just to have it tracked already. The macros for this last meal is 58 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, which is freaking amazing, and 26 grams of protein. That's what's awesome about cooking with very lean meats. You get to eat a lot of food. Okay, so keep that in mind. When you eat very lean meats, you get more food for less calories. And the same thing goes with carbohydrates. I get all this sweet potato for just 58 grams of carbs, which you can easily get with just one slice of pizza. It's more filling, has more fiber, has more nutrients. It's good for the soul, guys. It's good for the soul. See you guys on the next vlog. If you're enjoying these videos, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay well. Peace.